There's things I've been through, especially recently, regarding my physical health, that if people understood, you try to explain with words, but if people truly understood, if people could live 5 minutes of it at its worst in my shoes, like they would come running to you, they would be crying, they would hug you, they would say sorry. That's some of the stuff I've been through just physically in over the past several years, over the past 4 or 5 years. But at the same time, I've committed sins that if people knew, they would probably slap me or never talk to me again. This is the type of grace that we're living under. This is the type of Lord that we have. This is the type of God that we have. And I just want people to think about what sins are you justifying? What sins have you gotten grace for? Undeserved grace for you to still be alive and have a chance at finding truth, at finding God, at accepting Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. Because that is the only way. It's inconvenient. It's maybe offensive to some people. But He is the way, the truth, and the life. Nobody gets to the Father except through Him, but through Him. That's it. It's the only way. And it's the only way for a reason. Not because it's like some exclusive club. It's just literally the only way. So what sins are you justifying? What sins are you explaining away as, I made a mistake? Oh, everyone's doing it. It's just the way things are now. I'll do better. But then you keep doing it. I don't know how else to highlight to you that you need a Savior. I don't know how else to highlight to you that there is something inherently in us, the way we are now, all of us, everyone watching this video, myself included. There's something in us that is inherently antithetical to God. That it's like a filthiness that not only you should be able to imagine He wouldn't want to live with, right? Like, why would He want to live with that filthiness that you know is in you? And I'm talking about God, holy and perfect and righteous. He has every right to not want to dwell with that. But beyond that, He cannot dwell with that sin. It's antithetical to His nature. He can't just dwell with sin. So therefore, He cannot dwell with you in your current state, at enmity with God. You need some way to be reconciled back. You need some way to be washed clean in a way that is outside of your own capacity to do. Do you understand? Does this not land with you as truth? How can this not land with you as truth? It is truth. So what quote unquote religion makes sense to you? And this is not religion. This is pure God. This is pure truth. This is pure Jesus. I'm not talking about religion. You cannot judge the spiritual truth of something based on religion or religious people or people who claim to represent something, because you don't know their hearts. The Bible itself says, people will say, Lord, Lord, didn't we do all these things in your name? Right? Whatever it says, cast out demons, this, that, the other. And he'll just simply say on the day of judgment, depart from me, I never knew you. Because that's what this whole thing is about. God getting to know you. You having a relationship with God. You having that opportunity to be reconciled with God after something that we did wrong. With our free will. Free will that needed to exist. Free will that was a stipulation of this creation. Because otherwise, we're just robots, right? You can't, there's no love. There's no love. You can't give love without free will. If it's forced love, it's not love. I don't know what it is. It's fake. It's not love. Because of that free will, necessary for love to exist, this was always going to happen. We were always going to do this. I could have been Adam. Some girl watching this could have been Eve. We would have done it. Do you understand? We would have rebelled. There was no two ways about it. But he still created us out of love. And from the beginning, he had this plan. He knew Jesus was right there. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. And the Word became flesh. It's the only way. So I don't know if my words have done something, have stirred something. I pray that they have and they will. But if not, and regardless, I implore you to just open your heart to God and open your heart to this possibility specifically. I'm not trying to shove it down your throat. I'm just telling you I know something you don't. If you don't believe this, I'm telling you, as in some ways somebody who considered myself the last person on earth who could believe some ideology like this, right? That's all I considered it. Some coping mechanism, fear-based, opiate of the masses ideology that I had already intellectually surpassed in my pride. I'm just telling you, as somebody who was there, if you're dismissing this, you're missing something. So open your heart. Seek truth with all your heart. And you will find it. The Bible guarantees you that. But keep in mind those words, with all your heart. And what does that mean? And what will that take? Because that's not a light phrase. That's not a phrase to be taken lightly. When's the last time you wanted something with all your heart? And chances are it was probably something stupid, even if you did. So why don't you put that towards something good? The only thing that is good.